Okay, and now we get on to my favourite story in Doctor Who of all time, Human Nature, Family of Blood. I'll probably make a whole video about this at some point, but it's just such a good story. It's basically a Dr. Light story because although David Tennant is in the episode or the story quite a lot, he's not playing the Doctor, he's playing John Smith, and he plays it like it's a completely different character, which I think is great and just shows his talent. And you get to see the Doctor as if he's an actual human and how different he is from humans. And the moment where John Smith realizes he's not real and he's got to give himself up to save everyone from the Family of Blood, and he's just crying, is one of my favourite moments in Doctor Who. And I think, once again, David Tennant plays it absolutely perfectly. We also get to see a lot more of Martha in this. A lot of this series just really shows how strong of a character she is, how she often has to work on her own, especially in this one where the Doctor's basically not there to help her. Just shows how great and strong of a character she is. And the Family of Blood themselves are so creepy and so well performed by every single actor that plays them, especially Baines. They're just so creepy and eerie, and especially the fact that we don't even really get to see what they look like is just so great. And we really get to see the Doctor's dark side in this story at the end, where he just gives them basically the cruelest punishment, which seems a little bit out of character, but, you know, sometimes we get to see the Doctor's dark side like that. And at the end of the day, he is giving them what they asked for and what they wanted, and just showing them how what they wanted is not necessarily as good as they expected it to be. But another part that I love about this episode is how perfectly and subtly it sets up the finale by introducing us to the Fob Watch and the concept of the Chameleon Arch. Because when you first watch it, it seems like it's just for this story and it makes sense for this story and you don't really expect it to show up again. But because we've seen this story, when you eventually get to the finale and you see it, we already understand what it is, and I think that's just great writing for like an overall story arc of a series and just perfect setup and payoff. So obviously, with this being my favourite story in all of Doctor Who, it's no surprise that obviously going to put it at the very top tier.